Okay, the game just jumped straight into it. Hey, Jono here. Thank you for joining me for Way of the Hunter. A new hunting game has just come out. There's been a few videos released, but I've only seen two. The very first announcement trailer, which I wasn't too keen on, to be honest, because the only kind of gameplay they seemed to show was a Jeep driving around, and I was like, well, with a hunting game, I don't really care about that. I'm here to hunt, not drive. Second video actually had some hunting footage and it looked okay, looked interesting. But other than that, I have no idea what I'm in for. I do not know if this is a hard out story driven game. I don't know if there's like literally no story at all. They just throw you into the thick of it and you just go off hunting. I don't know if there's missions or not. So we're gonna go into it. We're gonna get into it and we're going to see what happens. If it is like mission based in there, I might jump to a point where we can just have a look around. For this video, I don't really want to be focusing on missions. I kind of want to treat it like I do with Call of the Wild with a new reserve. I normally ignore the very first objective and just go off and check out the reserve. So we're gonna see if that applies today. So I'll fiddle with the settings and we'll get into it. Oh, okay. Don't know how I feel about the compass being up there. To move around, use the left stick. Okay. So if you stop, you go slow again. Alright. So is the arrow the wind direction? Makes sense. Yeah. Okay. Hold for objectives. Oh, okay. So there are missions. Oops. The holding thing's a bit annoying. Okay, so there's a new mission added. You can now follow the story of River Knox and his grandfather, or you can do whatever you are in the mood for and hunt what you like. You can pick up the story again at any time. I'm playing this on PS5 if that wasn't obvious. I want to... Already use a vehicle? I want to go hunting. That stays on? Is that not a limited time thing? So I might jump ahead because it's possible I have to do a few things before I can actually get hunting. Like pick up weapons and such. Okay, well I got a gun. Well, sorry, a rifle with a scope. Not much ammo. I don't know how I get more ammo. I don't want to really keep following the storyline. But I do want to go hunting. I guess I'll go this sort of way, into the wind. It's going to be an interesting sort of experience because you can zoom in quite a bit. And you can hold your breath, but yeah, I'm going to constantly be comparing it to Call of the Wild, which isn't really fair, but I mean, what can you do? Open world hunting game? That's what's gonna happen. But I'm not even sure what animals we have to hunt. I think there's red deer. Yeah, we have the bridge, sorry. We have totally lost my train of thought now. I think there's red deer. Pretty sure in the trailer I watched it was red deer. It looked like in the opening video there was whitetail. They mentioned just before an area with badgers, but I don't know if they actually meant you can literally hunt badgers, because if you can, that would be awesome. But yeah, we're just gonna Just gonna go for a bit of a exploration. See what the hunting's actually like. The weird thing is you don't have to hold down to look through binoculars, which I can't zoom with. You just press the shoulder button and they hold them up.
Through the river crossing.
Yeah, our friend's meant to be way up there, but I really just want to find somewhere decent to hunt. Maybe I should have just kept going for a while. It's just that thing where that way looks way more enticing, but I got the wind to deal with. It's cool seeing running water. Never really thought about before, but everything in Call of the Wild just has
Maybe I remember
like
the road
static
out.
water. Anyway, we'll just go on. See what we can find. Try and get used to the whole layout. Alright. So you can fast travel to some places. Is it telling me what the weather's going to be like over the next 4 hours? Kind of interesting. Knowing what you're going to be in for. So I wonder if that hunter sense helps from a distance. I'm wondering
I don't
whether
remember this parking lot.
when
Let's
you
leave the car here.
look at an animal with hunter sense on, whether it shows all their vital organs. That's something that some of the Cabela games had, and I loved that feature. I could understand Call of the Wild not having it because I guess it was going for a more realistic approach, but it would have been a cool thing to have unlocked at some point. Even if it was something for like level 60 and you can turn it on or off, it doesn't really matter. Maybe it would make things too easy, I don't know. Looks like a hunting blind over here, a hunting stand. Interesting, that's something already built. Like I said, I'm going to make a lot of comparisons to Call of the Wild. So I don't know whether they've been spooked or not. I can't spot them. I didn't give any sort of indication that they were... Okay, you manually climb a layer. There's no warning calls or anything like that to indicate they were nearby, which is a shame. But then again, my approach in Call of the Wild is just run everywhere, and if I hear a warning call, I kind of draw to a stop, or if I find, I was going to say spots, if I find tracks, you know, I go off that. So far, this has had nothing like that. Let's check out the range. Might have unlimited ammo here, I don't know. Hey Wallace, don't forget to take care of badgers wreaking havoc behind your lodge. Sincerely, myself, you forgetful geezer. Yeah, maybe we do get to hunt badgers. That'd be pretty sweet. hopefully... Good. I was going to say, hopefully you hold down to go prone and you can toggle just between crouching and standing. It'd be kind of annoying if it went through all three every single time. So, hold breath is... Oh god, that's... Ah, right. I was going to say, that's terrible button placement, but I keep forgetting you don't have to hold down L2. Okay. That's the most I can zoom in. No idea how long I can hold my breath for. Geez, 150 meters. If that's meters. Is not very good for the scope. Zeroing at 100 meters, I'm not too sure what that means. So, maybe if I go over to them, it'll give me some kind of indication of where the shot landed. Is the... I don't know, is the red... Is the red where the shot landed? Maybe I had to stand in a specific spot to activate the... They all seem to have it. Let's go back and see if... I didn't see any prompt to, you know, stand here to activate the thing, so I don't know whether just where I stood kind of doesn't count. I assumed I'm not meant to cross here, but maybe you have to... Well, the only thing is... Yeah, I can't hunt from here. Well, I can standing up. That's a bit, disappointing. If I'm missing something, sure. But otherwise it's like, well, I don't really get the benefit of that. Like, it doesn't show me where the bullet landed, so I'm not getting any indication of my accuracy. There's no circle to stand in or anything, so I don't know why you'd worry about it. Let's check in here. Completely empty. Okay. What I might do is carry on and meet Echo. And the game did say as soon as it started, like as soon as I can, I gained control, that follow the story if you want, or just go off and do your own thing. But I don't know. I just feel like I'm lacking for, well, a few things. I don't know how I'm meant to collect more ammo, whether that's at the den or the ranch, the den ranch, whatever it is. Let's just fast travel to it and see. And yeah, I just feel like maybe it's just my being me. Because I just had a weapon. That was all the options I have. There's no... What's shop? Okay. That's locked. I don't know whether I need just money for it. I don't think so. So there are callers. So you start with no callers. Attachments. Yeah, we want... I can understand not having better stuff, but boundaries. What the hell are boundaries? Transylvania. So these are the two reserves, Transylvania and Pierce Valley. But even in the store, okay, there's no ammo. There's rifles and shotguns, no pistols, no bows. That's just it. Email, okay. Well, I won't look into that. I just was like, where do you get ammo from? I don't want to use the computer yet. Okay. I went in. Yeah, what happens?
Seems like Grandpa's my biggest fan.
Okay. So I might carry on with the story and see if that unlocks anything else. I just am finding it strange right now that there's no noise indication. Just things like that. This game could be much harder than Call of the Wild if you have no way of knowing how much noise you're making or how the animals work yet. So I've gone a little carried away trying to go out on my own. So we'll see what happens once I find the car, and I'll get this mission out of the way, and then we'll have a look. I just wanted to do a brief video of this at the moment, and then I'm going to focus on missions. But yeah, having those whitetail, if they were whitetail, you know, run away, I got no idea that they were even nearby. And you could say, well, you're running around, so that's the problem. It's like, yeah, but I was expecting, you know, warning calls, tracks, and even when you pull out the binoculars, there's no option to spot them, so you don't really get the same sort of information that I would expect of, are they fleeing, like, what's going on? So hopefully meeting her and getting on with it will maybe really unlock some sort of like, right, yeah, here's how to hunt. Oh, okay. I think I completed the mission, but it popped on the screen so quickly. Well, I should say it popped off the screen so quickly I didn't even have time to read it. But now it's saying visit the hunting range to hone your shooting skills, so let's have a look at that. Yeah, maybe I came here slightly too early and it wouldn't let me actually use it. Okay, 0 at a longer distance. Oh, 2-0 at a longer distance, yeah. Or zooming. Ah, okay, to 0 at a longer distance. Press that and add a shorter. I don't know what the definitions of long and short are. Okay. 0 your rifle while aiming through the scope, adjust it for a distance of 50 meters. Okay, I see. Hit a deer in the vital zone. Hit the target at the 50 meter mark. How close can I go to it? So it's 50 meters. Zoomed in.
Bullseye. Vitals hit. That would be a good shot.
Animal bleeding system, injury and bleeding. To deliver the best shot, learn the anatomical position of the vital organs for each of the animal species you hunt. So 150 meters. It's over there.
Grandpa wants to keep his shooting skills sharp, but 200 meters? Way too far for a safe deer shot.
But we're gonna go for it anyway. Ah, God, you stop. So, how long before my breath comes back?
Looks like there's a note over there.
Yeah, I've already read the note. Oh, was it the League? It looked weird.
Hey, Wallace, don't forget to take care of the badgers wreaking havoc behind the lodge. Sincerely, myself, you forgetful geezer.
Okay. Right, well maybe... Yeah, this will just... carry it on. I don't know if I've got more ammo or not. I say this will carry it on. Maybe this will get the game started up on actual hunting. I still feel there should be things like tracks and stuff, but the zeroing now I get, it's basically that perk in Call of the Wild. This thing I gotta remember to do. Alright, a lot of information to try and process. But we'll just head on up and see what happens. Yeah, there's something down there.
So many burrows. That's unusual. Badgers are
Where did it
definitely
go?
populated in this area.
Shoot a badger. Is that a badger? Looks like it is. But I need to stop. Okay. Oh, my zeroing's terrible. I gotta get used to... There's two. But you gotta wait. Problem is I don't know how far away you are. Alright, about 65 meters away. Well, I want that one because I missed. But yeah, they don't stop. Change the zeroing. Did I hit it? I don't know if I even got it. Seems to be still alive. Oh. Okay, no, he did get hit. He just took a while to die. It can't have been a very good shot. I was kind of hoping he would stop running again, but... Oh, okay, that was pretty crap. The first shot, yeah, looked like it went through it, but I had the zeroing way out. I was like, I'll just shoot because it's pretty close and it's stopped moving. Alright, but before I harvest it, so you go out of the hunter sense if you move. I was looking for blood trails or something, but analyze. Blood color red, medium amount of blood, impurities clear. Oh. Okay, so I'm just trying to work out what makes it actually glow in that. Let's see. Yeah, I hit. Just flesh. Just flesh. So, that's pretty crap. But okay, so here's all the info. Whoa. Whoa. Hello. Man, those statistics. Energy. What is all that? Current energy recommended. It's pretty cool the way you can see all the organs, but yeah, it's a pretty terrible shot. So there's play, sell, taxidermy. Why happens if you just play? Doesn't let you. Each animal has a fitness value which affects the animal's trophy and size of the animal. Pay close attention to it because you can change the average fitness of a habitat by hunting low trophy score males and vice versa. Okay. What if I hit more info? It doesn't really... Oh, you have to hold it. Okay, so each animal has a fitness value which affects the animal's trophy and size of the animal. Fitness is the genetic potential of the animal. Animal habitats consist of groups of animals which share a common average fitness value. You can change the average fitness by hunting low. In this case, the average fitness value increases, and habitats will eventually be populated by animals with higher fitness. Interesting. Okay. It's an interesting idea. Harvest one badger, use either the stand or find them in the field. Yeah, because I know with Call of the Wild, I believe the general consensus is that a male is always replaced by a male and the female always replaced by a female. So if you're after like a diamond whitetail, you don't bother shooting the females because all they're going to do is bring out more females. You shoot the males, and it's sort of theorized that they go either up a class or down a class or stay the same class. Or trophy rating, I should say. You know, a 4 will either become a 4 or a 3 or 5. Okay, well I hit him, but is it gonna show me that he's died? Like the last one, or do I just have to go out and find him? Because I feel like that was a better shot than that first one, so I would assume he's dead now. So I like that in this. You want bigger animals, you're gonna actually have to like get rid of the smaller ones. It certainly makes the strategy of hunting, I don't even know if there's ratings, I didn't really look. So what's that say? Time to expire fast. Distance before expiration 0 to 50 meters. Okay. Doesn't... Was that... Oh, I see. There is poop. Was that the shot that landed? And just see if there's anything about tracking. What's that? Right. Distance 100 meter, calm female. Interesting it stays there for so long. But... Right, what's that? Is it blood trail? I thought it was the vegetation. Oh, okay. It just shows him dead. So yeah, it doesn't come up on my thing, but that's right. Look at that pose. Aw. So I got flesh and the right lung. I don't know what the different... Oh, I see what the play is. Ah, okay. So you go back and then you play. Boom. And then boom. Right. Right. That's cool. That's kind of neat. Yeah. So a better shot, but only just nicked an organ. They move a lot. I was hoping that they would just, you know, stop every now and then, let me line up a better shot. But, okay. But there's no kind of rating. What is this again? Does it say it's 6? I can't see anything that says that, but I'll sell it. Alright, now buy a Remington bolt action rifle, which is more suitable for a deer hunt. Ah, I didn't want to touch the computer, but right. Okay. Just fast travel. I wasn't planning on doing so much mission related stuff, but it certainly seems that, to begin with at least, you need to do all this to get going. So I've got 1600. Oh, it's the only one I'm allowed, isn't it? Right. And nothing new. And then I assume, yeah. There we go. But, yeah, it's got caliber, hunting tier. But no real, info. What?
I shouldn't use this bad boy for more than 100 meters.
Always trying to aim for vital organs. The hunting tier of firearm will help you decide if it is ideal for a specific animal species. Yeah, bullet energy in there. A lot of more complex sounding things than I expected. How far do we have to go? Oh, just into this whole region. Oops. Yeah, I really had planned on doing more, just go out and do my own thing, but I think for this video, we'll complete these few missions, maybe this final one, get us a whitetail and leave it there. It's an interesting game. A little more technical than I was expecting. I'm kind of, and as I said, you're going to compare it to Call of the Wild. It's impossible not to. I just think of things like my running, like how does it affect my aiming? Like you got no sort of indication of your heart rate in that. Because even in Call of the Wild, when holding your breath, you can see the little icon of your heart, so you kind of know roughly when you're gonna like gas out. Where in here, there's nothing to tell you that unless it comes up later. Not having access to callers is a bit odd. Oh, I can barely move while holding them. Yeah, it just seems like that. Like, you can't spot an animal and get any kind of information on it. I don't know if there's just it's too early in the game. I think there's perks and all that you can upgrade and everything like that. So it's entirely possible that it's like you're literally level like 0 right now. So you unlock all that as you go out hunting. But that's a hell of a steep learning curve. I know Call of the Wild, you start off and it's pretty brutal to begin with. You sort of don't realize until you start a new game just how many perks you have that you rely on. But to be like, oh, you can't even spot an animal to get any idea of its size is a bit odd to me. How much? Oh yeah, right on the animal trail. Badger again. The tracks are way more subtle than I would expect too. Like, you have to basically spot them to spot them. It's yeah, pretty rough. I'm guessing over time we can unlock abilities to see them easier.
Stay low, move quietly, and glass for animals from behind cover.
Try to move silently. Don't use the car and hide in tall grass to be less visible.
I remember when I couldn't tell the difference between a white-tailed deer and a mule deer. Grandpa used to tease me about it.
See, like, if I'm in here, there's no indication
Let's
that
see if I
I'm
haven't forgotten all those hunting lessons from
visible
Grandpa.
or not. Yeah, see, I'd love to spot. It's about, looks like it's a couple 100 meters away. I just gotta watch the wind too. The wind picked a damn terrible direction to be going for this. So there's mule deer as well. Okay. So that one's resting. But there's no way to tell whether they're concerned, alert, cautious. I mean, they don't appear to be. They're just chilling. But I have no idea what their visibility's like here. I don't know if I'm making too much noise. I've got nothing on the HUD to indicate how much noise I'm making. Is this movement quiet enough? It's the funny thing with I remember starting Call of the Wild for the very first time, and I just almost crawled through everything, and like if there was a tree like this, I'd go prone and crawl through it, and I just moved like this. Like, I was just very cautious. And over time you become more accustomed to the game, and you start to move around a lot more quickly in there. The same thing happened with Hunting Simulator. I did the same thing. I'd start and I'll just be moving extremely slowly everywhere, and then I kind of learned that where'd that hunting stand go? I learned that you could look at things like droppings, and it would have how many hours it had been made, how old it was, and it was like, well, if you actually get to within an hour, like, you won't spook an animal if its droppings are older than an hour. So you ended up just finding droppings, running after them until you were within an hour, and then stalking. I need to actually replay that game. I've got the second one, I haven't even touched it, but I need to replay the first one. And the problem it had was there were missions which was fine, but it also had a timer, which I just didn't like. Alright, well... See, if I had a caller, I'm kind of hoping that they'll turn around. They're all at terrible angles. I don't know if they're walking away or not. Apart from that one, but that seems to be a female. Okay. No, I'm not happy with that. More. You've spooked the animals, they've run away together outside of the need zone and need time to calm down. You can always fast forward time by sleeping in the lodge or looking for them. Oh, and look for them later. Right. No idea if that was a good shot or not. We'll go and find out. See, the hunter seems things cool. I'm assuming you can upgrade this as well. Just trying to actually see what it reveals, because I think I move around like this, and it's like, oh, well, it's actually showing me this trail here. Need zone. Mule deer drinking rarely. Interesting. So they use it, but not often. Okay, well, I'm hitting show need zones, but I don't know how to turn it off. But yeah, if you run, it just takes you out, which is a bit of a shame. Because it means I'm just gonna stop and start. Like, what was that? Urine, okay. More urine. Poop. Is there any... I really wish I could zoom in more this. Tracking markers. Oh, I see. Yeah. Because it's like there's some info there, but I can't quite make it out. Okay. Just seeing what I can turn off and not. Yeah, I don't know if there's any actual hunting pressure. Ah, here we go. Pink, medium amount of blood. Ear bubbles. So would that imply a lung shot? See, tracking is just way harder in this, like... I gotta try and work out where in the hell it ran off to. If I'm lucky, it will... Ah, pheasant. Okay, I didn't even notice it there. How come that came up with info? 1 star. Okay. Kind of weird that that comes up with info, but looking at the whitetail or mule deer, I guess it was a mule deer, didn't bring up anything like that. Where the hell did it go? Like, the blood is so hard to follow. What happens if you shoot them with the bolt rifle? Does the red dot mean you shouldn't? I mean, it was definitely the wrong weapon for it. I just want to see what it tells me. Flesh. I get $1. Yeah, it's a very weird... sort of stats thing. Like, I like Call of the Wild telling me, you know, the, you know, caliber and all that. So you don't even care. You're right there. If I had a shotgun... You're pretty calm. But where in hell is the deer I shot? I can't even find a blood trail to follow. Holy shit, there it is. God, thank you for fucking showing that. I've spent like 20 minutes looking for the blood trail. I'd set this tracker here just to see, because there's a little hunting pressure. I'd love it if I could zoom in. Like, this map is like horrifically zoomed out for something as detailed as trying to follow any kind of tracks. So, there it is. I'd kind of thought if you got your binoculars out, well, I might be too close for it. But yeah, that's a big disappointment, to be honest. Okay. Looks like I got both lungs. From 104 meters away. I might have had my thing set to 100, I can't... to 50, I can't remember. Okay, well, double lung. It did drop eventually, but it's really bad that it takes so long. Okay, that's the introduction completed. Now all shop items, okay, multiplayer mode, and available territories are accessible. Okay, right. What's the... Oh, okay, I was trying to read that. With is it under encyclopedia? I wanted to know about the whole restaurant thing. I was like, why is there... Yeah. You received your restaurant orders while you progress the story. You can access them via the email client on the computer. Okay. So anyway, that is Way of the Hunter. I'm liking the look of it, but ultimately I'm hoping we unlock perks to make it easier to play, because that trying to track down the deer was atrociously bad. Yeah, see these animals. No info. I don't get why. I don't get why it won't bring up what they are. Well, don't push that one out of the way. I might shoot it. Well, that's a male at least. Yeah, like, that was just, like, really, really, really terrible. Like, you can't see anything like urine and all that, you have to be standing on top of it before you can see it. Like, it is really, really difficult to see anything. I'm not going to try shooting any of these. They're too... And I was zeroed for 50 meters by the looks of it. Yeah, that so far is my biggest disappointment. Like, I should not have spent like 15-20 minutes looking for that mule deer, and I only found it because I stumbled across it. The map, you can see the tiny little purple there, the hunting pressure, I guess, from that mule deer. But yeah, I keep trying to zoom in, thinking it might bring up more details like, you know, previously spotted tracks. Because then at least I could have gone back to where the blood was and tried to follow the blood again. I had no idea when I found it the first time that there was a super fluke. So, it's definitely the biggest issue right now is, I guess it's that mix of going for reality over sort of enjoyment. They're trying to make it as realistic as they can, which is fair enough, but please don't make tracking just super, super, super difficult like that. Like, that's kind of a shitty thing to do, to be honest. Other than that, it seems to be alright. I'm gonna go on and do missions and be uploading them over I don't know how many missions there are, but just over time. Hopefully, because character, yeah, see, there's all this. Perks. Oh, I see. So you unlock these by completing challenges. Okay. Alright, so it's not XP based. Old breath refills 30% faster. I don't know how long it takes to refill, but what's all this? Okay. Interesting. So I'm just trying to see what kind of things we could get that... I mean, vehicle speed, second level calls available. Yeah, well, I need a caller for that, don't I? Maybe I can buy them now. Hunt rating 5 stars, but trophy rating 1 star. Okay, it was a mule deer and it was 2 stars. Interesting, it says single lung, but pretty sure I hit 2 luns. But does it have... I mean, hunt rating, I guess, is 1 star, and that must be because I used an incorrect weapon. I don't know what else would be a factor. Maybe it's female, you shouldn't hunt it. I don't know. But yeah, I just really thought that there would be some perks regarding seeing tracks better and that, because unless gear does that, this game's going to be super difficult with what it's offering right now. But anyway, I had planned on just going out and about and doing a hunt, just see what I can find. You definitely need to do those opening missions first, though, to get started. I just really wish that... See, now it's showing info. Really weird how this works. About 100 meters away. Maybe we'll try and bag. Beg him. No, I'm out of time. Yeah, Way of the Hunter. Yeah, I might do a follow-up video later on when I've played it a lot more, just to really give it a fair view. But like rambling cut short, basically, yeah, it's only gonna be a contender against Call of the Wild. I feel right now with my character, the tracking is horrifically bad. I could understand. I mean, you've got things like this, which is really good, but tracks, you almost have to be standing on something before you realize it's something you can analyze. Yeah, unless you just stand still like this for like ages. It just, to me, is like, fair enough, they're not going to hold your hand. I get that. But the fact that I downed a mule deer pretty quick, and it took me so long to find it, because apart from that initial blood trail, which I then lost, you cannot see anything to tell you where the hell it went. It was only because I'd seen which way it ran that I knew which way to roughly look, but I happened to put a tracker over the hunting pressure, and that was it. So anyway, that's Way of the Hunter. Stay tuned for more videos. We'll see how things go, and until next time, thank you very much for watching, and take it easy.